So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Logan Paul. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Logan Paul? When the fuck? Why are we talking about Logan Paul? Well, the reason we're talking about Logan Paul is because Logan Paul has been doing some naughty stuff. He's been being mean. Well, I wouldn't say to his friend because you don't really do that to a friend, and the person is kind of like already distanced themselves from Logan Paul. You already know who he is, George Janko. And let's just say George Janko got into this controversy a while ago about this comedian named, I won't even lie, I can't remember off the top of my head. But this comedian was basically harassing George, and George didn't like this too much. So George was like, hey, can you stop touching my penis? Yeah, the comedian was assaulting George without, obviously it was without his consent. Shit, he was literally telling him stop. And actually how this all started was George talking to Logan's other really good friend on George's own podcast, and that's what started the conversation about this. But back to what I was saying, that's why George walked off, and Logan's other good friend mentioned that, confirmed from the things that George was saying, because George mentioned, well, say it, didn't you cut fucking blah 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 out? And then it was like, well, we had to cut some things out to save his man. It's like, save people's reputation even though they're doing bad things. That's a little bit on the what the fuck? Like the what the fuck? Don't you think that's just a little more? No. That's very wrong. Absolutely wrong. Why would you do something like that? You shouldn't, I don't know. I'm most definitely not overreacting. This is just kind of fucking shocking. I know I'm late to this, by the way. It's just so fucking mind-boggling that someone could do this to their own quote-unquote friend. Again, quote-unquote friend. I'm not out here fucking telling my friend to kill themselves because some guy touched them without their consent, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was a bad analogy, but you know what I mean. It's fucking bonkers that someone would do this to their own friend. And I think this needs to be talked about, and this has been talked about, and I'm kind of just reiterating what other people have been saying just in my own words. But thank you for watching, and subscribe.